Good evening, this is Nerfed the Human, and welcome back to Rome Total War's Rebel campaign. And you join me in Greece, where the map is beginning to look more and more deliciously grey. Indeed, Italy is already painted in our colours. The Gauls are being kicked out. Castlevania isn't even under siege right now, which is absolutely magnificent. We had ourselves our first rebellion. Cordoba is on our side now, which is very nice indeed. Helios, which was a bit of a convenient grab for us, but actually we're doing pretty well. We're getting some Roman troops out, even if the game is starting to have a bit of a fit about it. It is all a-okay. We've got Greece under a little bit of attack. We've got Egypt under control and defeated. We do, though, have to go deal with the Seleucids, who were causing us a few troubles last time. So we've got this siege to clear off. After next turn, we clear out these guys for good. So that'd be nice. That'd be two of their armies dealt with. And we can move on to the likes of Damascus and Cyrus will probably just try and clear out with the reinforcements from our cities down here. Although it seems like I've run out of money for this at this stage. That is slightly annoying. Okay, might want to figure out a way of affording that, because I have rejigged some of my building slots, trying to make sure that we are building where possible. But yes, of course, we are gaining money now, but it's still not super strong. Only 3,000 because I'm spending it on troops. So that is a bit of a problem. Still, we're going to grab some spies, that kind of stuff, and hopefully cause some more chaos here today. You can see a few of them on their way. We're pretty much, though, just in position to end our turn because, yes, last time we took over one of the random empty British settlements. That's lovely. That probably won't last too long, but if it's... No, this won't have a market, will it? Actually, it actually does have some things, but apparently it has a trader, but apparently we can't do anything here. That's a shame. Yes, it's not a market, it's just a basic trader. So yes, we will see on the end turn what goes on. We've got, well, to be honest, it's probably a good thing if... Well, I don't mind this guy attacking. It's probably a very good thing if this guy attacks, because while we have reinforcements with Admiral Wah on the way, currently he hasn't made it. And over in Farhotem II, we do indeed have an attack from the Seleucids, and it's a basic enough force. It does have 2 experience on its units, which is a little bit concerning, but we have... we're a bit battered, to be honest with you, but we should be okay with the plaza and a bit of miss-up. Well, we'll see how this goes. It could be quite painful, actually. In we head to battle then, and I'm going to send my cavalry straight out because I'm a lunatic, but hopefully it will just cause some chaos. I imagine it's going to cause me a lot of chaos, actually, but we shall see about that. Do some archers here who will hopefully get some shots in at some point. Some point would be nice. Is this guy outside the wall? No, it was just a green blob outside the wall, but certainly that was a little bit worrying for a moment, yeah. It's just a bit of a graphical glitch. All is fine. So my guys are gradually getting themselves out. It's a little bit of a mess, I'll be honest, but we'll try our best. Someone engaging. These guys are slightly catching. That's a-okay by me. It just disrupts the ram. Although, as we know, it doesn't do as much. It does in Medieval 2 for that kind of nonsense. Phalanx pikemen over there. Okie pokey. Right, what I want to do, you guys do not get stuck in that bat. They've given up already. Excellent news. Excellent news. Right, well done everyone involved. Our cavalry absolutely useless as it turns out, but if we're lucky, they won't follow us in and we'll be able to get some more archer shots in. That's fine. We're going to try and get rid of this general just if we can. I'd like to take him out. Can we? He's going to be really annoying, isn't he? Actually, the boundary is very close. The boundary is very close. I'm going to say we can just pin him right now if we decide to do this right. The AI obviously knows when you click on them or not, because it's decided at this exact moment to give up. These guys are going to... for Pete's sake. There we go, and they've immediately given up as well. Brilliant stuff. Blow the horn of destiny. If nothing else, they've distracted them. So, excellently terrible use of cavalry at the start there. Hopefully the general can just win. That'll be a-okay. Archers are having to deal with the fact that these guys are right here. I mean, Archer's actually achieving anything right now. I don't know that they are, to be honest. I'm going to tell these guys to move back here first and foremost and just see if they can do anything in that position. Our general has at least won that battle, which is lovely. He's off the field. They were considering running back, but they haven't done it. I'm just going to send them to plough into them because it could be funny. Same with these guys. Let's just see what we can do. Oh dear. The shot plates are turning around at one side and not the other. Interesting. Get yourselves out of there. Yeah, literally the very back man turned around. Oh look, they've given up because one of them inside got themselves killed. It's a-okay. We're going to blow the horn of destiny, and this is going to be very, very silly indeed. Blow the horn and plough. That's a route. Good. That's more like it, lads. Do you want to join in, or do you just want to die? These guys are going to just die, aren't they? I think they're just going to die. You know what, Mr. General? You've got the idea. You've figured out what this is all about. These guys really should have just been here to mop up things as I finish them off, really. It looks like the gate is open, which it already was because we were charging in. But, you know, it's all absolutely fine. These guys, 68%. That's great. Get the general to charge in once more. That's the wall falling down. I quite like my general not to die here, so I'm just going to get him to pull out. Yep, he's killed another unit. So once again, all we really needed to do was just charge the cavalry in, which was the plan, except the Arab cav are absolutely cocking useless. And as the walls fall, we are going to blow the horn of destiny this time because we actually can, and charge into this guy. He does not want to flee this time, which is a bit unfortunate. So we're going to try and get the general out there before the whole unit gets themselves killed. And if anyone else would like to, you know, I don't know, get yourselves over here, that will be fine. You can just do that. I think that other unit must be dead. I think they've killed themselves. Hardly surprising, to be honest. But it's absolutely fine. I'm just going to pick up some of these guys at the rear. If nothing else, we've killed 2 units, so it's something. And we'll just see if we can do anything else. Like distract guys, slow them down. That way, hopefully they'll ramp when they hit the plaza. At this stage, they are finally coming in, and the missiles are hurtling into them. They are not very happy about this. It seems like they're actually turning around to go and deal with the cavalry over here, which is kind of funny because the cavalry actually are going to get themselves closed off very, very soon. So maybe they should head over here. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We'll let these guys shoot at them for a moment. We'll get a flaming shot in. I'm going to tell you to walk that charge, actually, lads. Just walk it. That'll be fine. General's about to get himself spiked, which is amusing. So just get yourself back out of the city. And yes, we'll just send in a few flaming shots, and hopefully these guys will give up as we arrive. They're wavering. In comes the charge. Wasn't much of a charge, but they did the job. Yay, well done, lads. Right, you get yourselves flamed. These guys are now actually surrounded, which would be fair enough for them to run, but to be honest, lads, I think that these guys are going to run before too long. So yes, turn yourselves around. They're panicked. I don't even know what they want to do. We'll see if... Oh, this is all very, very silly indeed. Do you want to try? You know what, we'll get yourselves over here. They seem a bit too distracted by you as a distraction force. Ideally, you're supposed to get around them there, lads, but it's fine. You make your own way to the plaza however you want. It's okay. Well, in general, though, things are pretty good in this particular circumstance. So I'm going to say you guys start shooting at those archers. Get yourselves out of there, you tits. Don't even have to run away, for Pete's sake. But anyway, they've been pretty much shredded already. There's only like a couple of them even alive at this point. And most of them are, yeah, full of stupid Arab cav. But hey ho, I think we'll deal with them all easy enough. It's just a bit of a mess. They're coming from all sorts of different directions. And the peasants are doing a good job over on this flank, which is absolutely marvellous. And they have been taken care of now. These archers are actually out of missiles, so they might as well withdraw to the rear. You just shoot into that pile because honestly, you don't have very many missiles left anyway. But at this stage, yeah, they're in a lot of trouble now. Where's my general? He's out there. You can come in and close the trap at this point, lads. You might as well. I'll forget about him. He'll get himself killed, and it will be hilarious, and will laugh at me. It's going to be great. But yeah, maybe get the archers just to move a little bit quicker, like not into the spikes, you bunch of cretins. For Pete's sake. Can't get anything right done, can you? Can't get any of it done right. Right, archers. Archers. Get yourselves over here. We're going to get these guys onto Warcry, and we'll just let them do the job. The peasants will probably do it for you anyway. And East Infantry, that'll be a-okay. You just get into them. Get into them. And yeah, all is a-okay. I would say at this point, they're pretty much all gone. Let's get some missiles into here. Fortunately, these guys are fighting a little bit longer than I'd like, but I'm just going to go send them in. So I think we're just about done. Yeah, Mr. General, charge into the rear, and I think the battle will be over. Don't really know what's fighting. Not sure at all at this stage. They do seem to all be giving up, and something somewhere's fighting, but it's probably a complete nothing. Well, apart from some stupid cavalry, that was pretty nicely done. Well done, lads. You've managed to just about do the job well. However, we're going to have to follow that up with a second battle, and this one is far, far more important and a bit more chunky. It should be said we've got to go and defend Corinth, or the great city of Aeaces. I'm not quite sure how we're pronouncing that, but anyway, that's what I'm going for. Minus of Milai is coming on in. He's got a big pile of siege equipment. He's got a big pile of lads. Let's be honest, I think I've got the better army. Oh, armoured hoplites, baby! Let's make sure that they're shot down at the walls. Drill Master General, though, I'll take it. Here we are then, ready for battle, and we have our last line of defence here, which hopefully is the way that they'll bother coming. They won't actually make it that far, I don't think, because, yes, we've got an awful lot lining up on the walls. Now, we don't actually have much infantry up here. We've got a lot of peltasts, but to be honest, Cretan archers will do some lovely work. Heavy peltasts, they are brutal on the walls. So they'll put in some hefty damage, and I don't think they're going to get too far. And anyway, if they do smash through the gate, they have themselves 4 hoplites to break their way through, and I don't think they'll be able to do that too successfully. Although hoplites against hoplites could be a bit awkward, but they'll probably find their angles are all wonky. So I'm not going to worry about burning anything down, because I just don't suspect anything will ever work. Should I shoot this ballistas? Is there any point to shooting the ballistas? You know what, they are absolutely getting wrecked immediately anyway. Let's just shoot the hoplites over there. I think these archers are shooting up those guys. Indeed they are. That's fine, they're already gone. They're already so dead. That is magnificent. So that ballista is completely wasted. Perfect. And at this point then we'll just see what else we can do. So archery, level 3 archers. There are some decent units around. I should probably really focus in on 1 or 2. Hoplites coming in with ladders. Probably do want to make sure we're shooting them. I think they were the ones we already had aimed at. Do they have archers? They have some archers. Oh, they do have some, but they're pushing a ram. That's interesting. They're going to get themselves killed. Who's actually shooting this? Oh, it's just the tower. It's the tower. It's a-okay. These guys are going to do some horrible damage down to this guy, I would like to say. But they're not quite doing it yet, because they are currently being slightly shot. Luckily, we're only level 3, so we shouldn't be taking too much damage. It's not ballistas or anything like that. So, over in this part of the world, lots and lots of arrows coming in. Hopefully, doing lots of damage. I'm waiting for you to throw a volley. I guess some of them are just way too far away. Classic, huge size. Once again, causing me problems. Okay, those peltasts are pretty much dead. Don't worry about any more of them. Throw at these peltasts. You throw at those hoplitey lads. You deal with them. Archers. Shoot into those armoured hoplites, please. That would be absolutely lovely. And I think I'll be quite happy in general about how this is going so far. The ram is probably going to make it, which might not be terrible, but we're also... yeah, we're kind of out of the javelins now, which is a shame, because they were doing some lovely work. Militia hoplites, they can go down. That ram is gone now. That's fine. Do I still want to shoot those? On top of it? Yes, we do actually. Let's shoot them in the rear, because they're going to cause lots of problems if they ever do make it up here. We have more javelins in this part of the world. They are potentially still wanting to fight. I'm just going to get these archers to move back here for a moment. Just get yourselves back. And these hoplite lads can just guard you. That'll be a-okay. Just get yourselves moving over there. Good. How are the armoured hoplites doing? 121. We've actually shredded a good quarter of that. Well done, Cretans. These are inexperienced Cretans, but they're doing that job well enough. Militia hoplites, yeah. I mean, they are making it to the walls, but they have taken a lot of damage already, and I don't think that's going to be going too well for them. Still got a little bit of a shot. Armoured hoplites down to 100. Oh, that tower's on fire. I mean, they already had ladders near enough anyway, but that's a big issue for them now. They are going to get the ram to the gate, which is probably actually good because they've got a lot of cavalry left. And I can shred the cavalry with my hoplites at the gate. So I'm actually going to say... get yourselves over here, lads, just in case you actually can be useful. I'm going to send one of these guys, just in case of disaster, back here. These guys are just waiting, really, to get out the side, if that proves to be helpful in any way. These guys have been completely murdered. That's excellent news. And you archers are presumably just shooting them right there. Unfortunately, we didn't quite move enough. Been burnt. But yeah, these guys are just getting shot point blank range and they're gone. So that's not really much of a surprise. Don't waste your arrows, lads. Don't waste your arrows. So they have the gate open. Does that mean the cavalry are rushing? I don't see a rush right now. But quite frankly, they're getting very, very little done in most positions. So, looks like armoured hoplites are fairly battered. I'm just going to shoot these militia hoplites for now. What are we on? Armoured hoplites 16. Well done, Cretians. They've been absolutely bled to death, and I don't think they've got enough to carry ladders very well anymore. That is marvellous. They're not even bothering to enter. They just don't want to do it. They've got a collection of Peloponnesian archers trying to shoot us from up there. Maybe the Cretians. Maybe, lads, just shoot down these guys. They're just asking to die, so we might as well give them that. And these guys, I think it'd be a-okay. Get off skirmish. I don't think it matters on the wall. But you'll be fine. So, yeah, you see, they're just dropping ladders. They can't even handle them. Absolutely lovely. They're going to have to come through the gate eventually. We've got the general waiting for them. Isn't that just magnificent? It looks like Christians are just about out of missiles. Sadly, we can't quite do enough to finish off these archers. I think the towers will have to do with them. They won't be doing us too much more. Won't be doing too much more damage to us from here. Okay, militia cav, I can see they are now rushing in. I'm gonna say you get yourselves over here, and you get yourselves over here. We've got extra hoplites who actually are in position. I didn't realise they'd got here, but they have arrived. So, welcome to the death zone, lads, and I don't think you're gonna like it here. Time for the crunch. The boiling oil is doing a job on them, and oh, more crispy horses. Lasagna for everyone tonight. Oh, you can't deny that is just magnificently beautiful. Oh, they just keep on boiling. We're just burning them all. Oh yes. But don't even run away. You run into the oil, lads, you absolute fools. Right, they are... Wow, that's a lot of cav running off. And this is why I was supposed to have my cav over there. And they're a little bit late for this. But they can just run off this cliff. Run down the cliff, lads. Run down the cliff. I didn't want to send them in until a bit later when they'd already been cleared out. But you know what? Should I send my general? Don't want to catch their general. I'm going to leave it for now because actually they are going to regroup and go for another stupid charge. So that suits me. Aha! Oh dear, they are not going to last long at round 2 at the gate. Sorry chaps, I've got a shepherd's pie in the oven today. We're keeping it British. Sod off, lads. We don't need any of that crispy horse for dinner. No. But there's an awful lot of them there. There is an awful lot of them. And with that, yeah, everyone's starting to arrive now. Get these guys to gallop over there. I think we will intercept them this time. A few just want to come back for like a 4th stint, but I'll be honest, they're going to get themselves shot down. So archers, you can work on them. Looks like my rebel general lad is going to mop up the odd unit who's still around. Peltas archers, don't like the looks of them. Get to those Peltas, that'll be a-okay. I think we'll have them dealt with. Still, general doesn't want to come and die, which is a shame, but the horses are back for a 3rd stint. Not really sure why. You lads just shoot whoever you want. It's a-okay. Oh, that's a good volley. Oh, yeah. I love a good masculine. It is so rare, though, that you actually get to have a full-on defensive siege like this. And, of course, it's nice when you actually get beyond the gate and you have to have a proper battle. But this is just excellent. Oh, you can't deny this. What better joy is there in life than watching them burn? Okay. So, we'll just, we'll mop them up, I think. Oh, and it looks like the general actually wants to do this. I'm staggered, but there we go. Oh, ho, ho. He is running into the fire pit now, and what else could you ask for in life than death by fire? Oh, he's fleeing. Down he goes. He dies the proper way, but his men will be boiled alive at the gate. I am really, really pleased with how this has gone. That's both of them gone. And that is my cavalry mopping up anything down the hill. Just a couple of them getting down this humongous cliff of doom. But yeah, got rid of the generals, cleared them out. This has been a brutal massacre. Time for tea, lads. And hilariously, while some of them have decided to run out of this side gate here, we've managed to pick them off as well. Isn't that just lovely? And I think with that, it's just the last few men remaining. And I think they're just going to run into the tower range, which is pretty much how the rest of them have died if they tried to escape. Oh yes, it is slightly deep fuchsia pink today, or at least this side of the cliff is, and it's absolutely lovely. Down they go if we ever actually manage to charge into them. There we go, we clearly won the battle. Oh, you can't deny me that. As for Numidia, they want to give us a little poke. We'll just let the... wow, good work, peasants. Shows how terrible Numidia are. Okay, well, they are still going to arrive. Unfortunately, I haven't used up enough of their moving points there, but they're going to go for it. We have some random peasants over here who hopefully will do a good job. 26. It's something. And, oh no, the lads who are trying to encourage Amazons not doing a very good job of attracting Amazons for me. Yeah, I don't think so, lads. They got 0 kills. Hardly surprising. And random Spanish force taking out the reinforcement guy. 25 kills. All right, we'll take that. We'll take it. So, how are we looking now? We've got ourselves some new family members somewhere over in Helios. Lovely stuff. And this guy is now out in the field. Now, don't really want to be taking that kind of army on, but it should be noted that, do I want to do that at any point? I might do, you know, because yes, I did just say Admiral Wah is coming in, but it's actually the other admirals. Admiral Wah did the scouting, he made sure they're all fine, but yeah, it's these other boats who've got the army. Unfortunately, I think they may have sensed it, but yes, we were sending people down last time. It's actually been a few days since I last recorded, so I've slightly forgotten what the plan was. Yes, I remember the plan. The plan was to get down here, because I can see Apollonia's looking a little bit weak, isn't it? Indeed it is. Okay, so with this plan, yeah, over to Apollonia. Do I have any spy in this part of the world? I really don't, do I? No. That is a shame. Actually, I do have one over here. One over here. And if I just grab the boat, oh yeah, we can send you to come and help. Perfect. Okay. Get yourself into this position. That is fine by me. Get him over here. I'm not seeing anything else immediately. That's good. That is good. So, Apollonia, we will get you under siege before long. So that's good news. We're going to take the fight to them. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't fancy doing too much more. We'll just do a little bit of merging there, but we've got a few extra units around, so we can start moving them across if we want. Now, the question is actually, with spies, can I just poke on in? That's a very good question, actually, because we might be able to do it that way. Oh, that would be fun. All right. Let's get our... But now, the problem is, I don't actually want them to die if we can't charge in. I tell you what, I'm going to use this army, because if I can't charge in, I don't want to get stuck. Brilliant. Well, this army's job is to put that under siege. Unfortunately, we can't really withdraw at this stage, so they're just going to have to continue. We had a decent chance of opening the gate, 51% chance, but sadly, no doing. Actually, I could have improved... Oh, actually, I can still improve that. Let's lift the siege. Lift the siege. Scrap the plan. That is up to 60%, and one more spy. Good old Nautius. Help us out here. 68%. It's so nearly nice, but it's not. We haven't made it, even with that many darn spies. Okay, well, It's still on 45%, so it might just flip to us anyway, which would be funny. If these guys get attacked, we'll just have to do the best we can. Probably should have just got all the trash into that one army, but it's kind of fine. You know, it'll be okay. All right, Constantinople might be getting attacked. Or Tomzantium, sorry, as we call it on Rome Total War. Don't worry about these guys. Now, I'd quite like to go and deal with them in time. Let's maybe focus on, yes, you lads. Let's go and take these guys on. Do they want to do it? They do. Very nice. All right, well, we'll come back to you in a moment. Over here, I can't help but notice, yes, we do have a spy now. So let's just continue our spy efforts as we... Ooh, okay, there's more stacks over here. At least there's one more full stack. So we've got 2 more full stacks at the least. We've got a couple of halves that we can see. That is interesting, but it's not terrible either. We're doing fine. Doing fine in that regard. Yeah, get the chariots over there. We need to just line up a couple more chariots, a couple more bows. That's kind of a bit of a priority for us. So, yeah, I'll say we focus on that here. Over here, Spartacus, horse archers. I'm just going to go full stacks of horse archers. I will release peasants to get there. I won't release these ones. They're the Steve peasants. Okay. Yes, and we're going to send this army. Did I want to send this army forward to deal with this? Well, that's apparently who we're sending, and I'm not sure that's a particularly sensible idea, but apparently that's what we're doing. I'll send him some of this force to go and help him out before we get into that. Where else do we have spies? We definitely have a few around. Cordoba, you're getting Iberian infantry. You've got that lined up, although we probably should be getting some spies. I just wanted some more actual units here lined up in time. Castlevania is going to be tiny because I keep burning it down. QQ, they're just dropping more people off here, which is kind of funny. We could actually get a market. I'm going to go get the market and get spies in time. That'd be fun. But elsewhere, I tell you what. Over here. Yes, I knew I was doing this somewhere. We're going to get ourselves some more spies over in Brutus. Yeah. Let's just start sending them over, baby. That's going to be fun. Got a boat over here. Can you send the ones we've got? That would be excellent. Couple of you on the boats. And send them over here. You. Head down to Thapsus, which... Ooh, empty Thapsus. Now that could be fun. That gives me alternatives, actually, doesn't it? Okay, would if I had, like, any units here and I had any roads here. But if the chance still comes, we might be able to bounce. Okay. Bear that one in mind. I'm kind of lacking in boats at this point. Well, I'm not lacking, but they're not in the right place. So we'll send this guy down south. He's a decent little boat. Good old Cnaeus. And yeah, we've still got 1 or 2 over in this part of the world. I can see full stack who hasn't gone to attack Castlevania, which is unusual. Normally that happens every single turn. But I'm going to start saying, yeah, all right, we can potentially do a few more spy shenanigans yet. Over here we were getting some spies. That's true. Okay. Now I seem to recall, yeah, Hephaestionas was pretty well defended in terms of its anti-spy situation. Seems quite happy. You're also quite happy, which is a bit of a shame because you are fairly isolated. Well, let's try and send you in. Yeah, you see, we've already got 1 in there and it's 145%, so they're quite happy. Let's send you over to Pergamum because Pergamum could be more interesting because, how are you looking? We don't know, but it's quite isolated for the Greeks, so I wouldn't mind that one flipping over to me. That would be very useful indeed. Okay, I'm going to have a little look around, do some mopping up, then we'll head into the battle over here. Well, I've given him a few extra random units just for the hell of it, but you know what? Good old Neos Philapator, and that was the easier bit of the name. You've got to be able to beat this bunch of trash. If you can't do that, you don't deserve to live. Here we are then in deep fuchsia pink. Oh, it is absolutely beautiful, it should be said, although it is a very, very awkward kind of a battle. They have a lot of phalanxes. Well, we just have a pile of trash. Is that what we have? I think that's basically what we have. So, oh, guys, not sure what you think you're doing, lad, but that is not the best way of doing this. So that's absolutely fine. They are going to pull out of that. The peasants are going to leave General alone. And with any luck, we'll hit them and force them into battle. Stop running away and die. Thank you very much. Okay, you get on top of them. Those peasants are already running. That is a-okay. And it doesn't really give us much of a chance to get in position, but I just want to deal with the cavalry nice and quickly. So that'll be all of them gone. And now that they are dead, we can have a little wangle around. This guy wants to charge into this guy, apparently, so we're just going to let him do it. Did he immediately die? Wow, what an absolute tit. Yes, he did. Okay, well, there we go. That guy didn't want to live very well. Was that Juva? I think that was Juva. It's okay. Right, everyone else then. Bloody ridiculous, lad. I'm going to say, yeah, just run. Just run into position. My cavalry at this point are just going to deal with their cavalry. This general's just going to cause all the problems in the world because he might as well, since he's already got himself killed. So the rest of these guys get into their militia. Into them. Thank you very much. See, his bodyguard are at least competent. Absolutely magnificent stuff. You are going to clip him because you're a numpty too. But we'll just pile on to the Peltas instead, and that'll be absolutely marvellous. Everyone else should be largely in position, so our cav is going to mostly mop up theirs. Yeah. This guy's going to get himself in trouble very, very quickly, but that's their general gone. Down he goes. And okay, it's a bit of a silly one, it should be said. But at this point, how is the rest of this going? Fine. I guess Iberians are not really suited to that, are they? No. Okay, I'm gonna say, let's just get these archers to shoot across and let's tell them to go for fire, because I think that's probably for the best. What we're gonna do now is turn these guys around and plough through the back instead. So that should be okay. We're gonna come and reinforce. That'll be okay. I'm just gonna tell the general. General doesn't need to die unnecessarily. The other general can die unnecessarily. But we'll send him to go and deal with some of that nonsense. Lovely stuff. Oh, yeah, they're getting themselves isolated now thanks to all of this chaos going on in all directions. Hopefully it'll just be mass routes because they are hoplites. Militia hoplites, I should say. So yes, indeed, they are going to be running away pretty much immediately. And yeah, that is what we're seeing over here. Let's just get these guys to chase them down since that's basically their job. And we'll grab the rest of this force. You guys can shuffle quickly into that position. I'm just going to tell this guy to shoot into that militia hoplite. Right, very nice. Are you ploughing through the centre? Oh yeah, you are. That is absolutely lovely. This is a very, very silly battle, but I kind of enjoying it being this way, to be honest. Kind of looks a bit silly. I love how you get yourself a different picture down here. It's very good indeed. Okay, if we need anyone else to do a job, I think it's you. Everyone else, you can start the mop up because I think they're running away anyway. So all infantry, I would say, charge after that guy. Thank you very much. And all missiles, charge after this guy because you will, I would suggest, in fact, let's just all go for that guy. We're going to catch them up in good time, I would think. So let's get the general. Are you dealing with them? I think you are. Yeah, so you go and mop them up by yourself. That'll be a-okay. You going to kill him? Just run through him. It'll be fine. As you can probably imagine, it is an absolute massacre. Apart from these 7 guys who haven't quite been killed. Come on, get on top of them as well. Absolutely lovely. There are a few of their units still fighting. I think our general did die in the end, or at least the bodyguard all basically cocked it up. That's a-okay, I suppose. We'll just make sure everyone else gets on top of the rest of these, because I don't think they're going to last very long as they arrive into all of our men. So that'll be absolutely grand. Yeah, I'm going to say, lads, maybe just get on top. But I don't think there's much that these guys are going to do. I think they're going to give up the moment that we arrive. They are being shot non-shield side, and now they are shield side because they're running away. They don't want to run this way, no. They want to run the other way. Excellent work. Get all missiles to go and deal with this guy instead. Let's get Mr. General to start mopping up those guys. And overall, well, it's been a messy nonsense of an affair, and Juve's dead, but you know what? We've killed a full stack, and I guess That is absolutely a-okay. So I think this is the last unit that's actually technically still fighting. We'll get the general not to kill himself from there. There we go. The job is done. And whilst it may have looked like a slightly stupid battle, it was only actually 154 kills for them, which is a bit embarrassing for the guy who's dead, but oh well. Victory and honour, at least for the one who lived Juva heroic death. I wouldn't say it was that heroic. He walked into the first phalanx he walked up to and immediately died, which is a little bit stupid. So there we go. All right. So I'm going to say this army, whatever it is, it's an army of sorts. You go and stand over there. Now we're going to give you, we'll keep some of those useless cavalry, I guess. I'm going to give, tell you what, Mr. Spartacus, lad. Now Achmos, okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to send Spartacus over here with, do we want to do that? You know what? I'm going to send Spartacus down here. I'm going to give you this little random force that we're gathering. That'll be okay. I'm going to give you another chariot just for the good, the good vibes of it. But I'm going to say, let's try and tie this up. Yeah, I'm going to say, let's go send you over here, my good sir. We'll leave those Libyans in there. If we get these guys to join up, yeah, who do we actually want in this force? I'm going to say, Mr. Aaron, you can head over to Spartacus Town for the time being, and you can take your shitty cavalry with you too. That'll be fine. The rest of us probably going to head into there, I suppose. Yeah, but we'll tell you what, we'll send some random units in other places. You go have some of those infantry because they're actually quite nice. And as for these peasants, they can go live in Spartacus Town. Good. We are going to be getting a big pile of horse archers here. That hasn't ruined the culture, so that's good. I think in general it's probably near enough for the end of the term. Blacksmith here will be very nice because we're getting Egyptians, so that will be absolutely marvellous. And I can see assassins there. Oh, they could be fun. Well, we can see a full stack of Seleucids arriving outside of Antioch. Oh no, these guys aren't going to make it. That's a bit of a shame. They could have been fun. But we probably should have seen what was in that army, but that's a shame. Ah, Bagabusha! Yes, of course, this one with their faction leader in it. The hillmen aren't too much of a problem, but there is a lad over here who needs to be put down, so we'll probably be fine. Let's hit on him. In come the hillmen, who have already taken a little bit of a hit, so we might as well just get a charge in from a few different angles, and we will wreck him. I suspect he will break pretty darn soon. Surprised he's fought as long as he has, actually. Well done, he's now breaking. So, that's very nice indeed. Save your javelins, lads, save your javelins. And we can wait for the general to turn up, or we can chase him into the city. That's always good fun, isn't it? We might just do that. Yeah, no, that one's always a good decision to make. So yeah, let's go and chase him down with them, and we'll use these Eastern infantry over here. I'm just going to put a little ram in the way of one of them just in case that helps. I don't know. I feel like it might. So, gonna go and grab some peasants, run them over here as well. Just as we get ourselves in position for... No, you're supposed to be running, you fools. Get back to running town. And hopefully we'll be able to clear them out enough. Come on, peasants, you chase them down. Hopefully we'll be able to make it into the town. So, with that, the general is going to cause us some problems, of course. Just run in, sir. Just run in. We'll give it over to the peasants in a moment. Right, they're now in. Peasants can keep chasing it down, and this general might change his mind now, actually, mightn't he? Oh yeah, he does like to do that. Okay, well, we'll see what he wants to do. But currently he's running back into his city, isn't he? Yeah, I forgot he was going to do that. Little bit annoying. Fine, we'll get back out. Let's clear out. Let's run back over here. Let's wait for him to change his sodding mind. Well, we've seen this a few times on this campaign now. I think we saw it in Syracuse near the start of the campaign when we kind of got ourselves stuck in the city to some extent. And yeah, we see it in, I think Castlevania as well. Yeah, once you seem to poke your way in, it seems like they seem to be very set on defending it. Although in Castlevania, of course, they just sallied forth again and again and again, which was kind of ridiculous and annoying. If it's the last turn of the siege like this, I guess he won't come back out. So I suppose he's just fallen on his sword there. But at the very least, Bagabusha has taken the city of Bagabusha. Oh no, I am mistaken. He is going to come out for another go. Fair enough. It starts to feel a little bit, well, I would say it is an exploit if you know what you're doing in that circumstance. But he does want to come out again, so it's actually just irritating. Fine. Note to self, don't walk into the city. On the plus side, the weather's much better. We've got our javelins back, and they've lost more men than we have. So I'd say it's pretty much a win all around for us. I'm just going to send one unit of peasants straight after those hillmen, and hopefully they can do the job. I think they're only about 10 or so. How many is that? 20. It might be too many for us. We will see about that. So yes, you come around to go and deal with these guys. Hopefully they can handle them. Yeah, they can. That's good news. Okay, so you get yourselves over here and over here, and Mr. General, you have yourself ready. Okay, hopefully the General doesn't charge these peasants. You know what, peasants, get yourselves over here. That'll probably be for the best, yes. Okay, he's going to come on in. Looks like he's charging at my General, to be fair. So I'm going to say, swing across the ram, if at all possible. Pull him into my guys. Pull him into my Eastern Infantry, but not with a decent charge. No. Okay, good. You get on top of him. You throw your javelins in. I'm going to get my peasants to start piling as well. You can just deal with him. That'll be A-okay. You get your javelins into the rear, and I think we'll hopefully, probably, be kind of okay. All infantry. Get yourself onto guard mode as the General gets into battle. Hopefully he's not going to get himself killed too bad. Oh, he's running out at the General. That's interesting. Okay, he's coming back in for another go. General is doing a bit of skirmishing, as you'd expect, but that could be problematic. There's only peasants, but it could be problematic yet. Let's just make sure that we are doing our best here to keep chopping him down, because this is a General. Faction leadery General as well. Just chop him down, chop him down. I'm going to cheat in a minute, lads, if you can't win this, by the way. Throw your javelins in. The king should be right there. He should be a nice and easy one to kill. So throw your javelins in, and then we'll charge in with a Horn of Destiny, assuming the Horn of Destiny will work. So I'd like some army left at the end of this, please, but apparently they don't care about that. So, do charge him then, since he's now fleeing, I think. Ooh, we gallop through his gallop, and it's all just nonsense on saws. At this point, I'm just going to hope that it's enough. We're charging into where the General is, and nope, their Eastern Infantry are fleeing as well. That is not good, Bagabusha. You're supposed to win this. Damn and blast, the General's routing. Okay, so, can we just get in the city? We're just going to get in the city, actually. Yeah, we're just going to do it that way. Just to do it the classic. I know I just said I wouldn't, but we're going to have to. It's the only way we can do it now. So you, get in the city. And we're not going to be able to... you know what? This could be very silly yet, and this is an acceptable way of silliness. But because Bagabusha is a coward, he is the only one to have fled. So at this point... we've now got it ready to be claimed. Now, I'm going to say, lads, you probably want to get over to this gateway pretty darn swiftly, actually. So the General is slowly walking towards these peasants. I hope you get to live, lads, because I think he knows you're there. I think you just ran away. Brilliant. Well done, lads. Well done. Okay, you guys, can you stop standing round? We're going to need you to go block off a gate. I don't think he can make it now, though. Yeah, he's too busy chasing off peasants. He's a true king. I believe in him. Okay, and as a result, that means that we should be A-okay to claim the plaza, claim victory. But Bagabusha has run away, although I do believe he's still alive, which is interesting. So there we are. There's victory, and I think that one is legitimate enough. How incredibly stupid. For their insolence, though, we will exterminate the population because sod them. I can't be bothered with them. So the Greeks wandering around, but no actual attack. Drill master. Always a drill master, but you know what? A right-hand man is always nice to have. So let's get you guys. I'm going to leave one peasant on this watchtower of doom. And you, sir, can move over here. We've got the Greeks over here. I suppose there was this was Greek over here, wasn't it? So that does make some sense. So yes, over here in Bagabusha, I suppose, sir, you did survive. So I'm going to allow you to have the city, which is the great city of Bagabusha. So Bagabusha. There we are. We are now Bagabusha, Bagabusha. Even though I think you only half deserve it, because of course you did run away. Nonetheless, we'll get rid of Zoroaster. Sorry, sir. But, oh, horse my archers. That is magnificent news. I wish we had some infantry left alive. Oh, yeah, and this guy randomly popped up, didn't he? We'll probably lose that if we try. We'll just let that one happen. Okay, Spartacus, sir. You can wander over here. We're going to get you some more troops. That'll be A-OK. And, yes, I am feeling quite good about this. So you, sir, Captain Kirks. We'll deal with you in a moment or two. Now this army, we'll just leave those 15 behind, and we'll take the rest of them. Should we go on the bridge? I'm going to go stand on the bridge. Let's just do that. There's a couple full stacks around, Thomas. That could go wrong. So this is on the Pontics. Yeah, adoption not complete. That's a shame, because we could have done with an extra unit for Spartacus. But, oh yeah, horse archers. That is what we want. I don't know if you went that way, but we made it safely enough. So resistance is indeed futile. Besieged, that is okay. Oh, we're besieged again. Yeah, well, feel free to waste it. Oh, this guy's got a free run. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so can I win this in an auto-resolve? That is the question. I reckon we can. Let's try! We did. The gate was open, but that bar was not as big as it should have been. Right, Athens is falling. Probably should have made sure we did that one ourselves, but we didn't, for lols. Right, so you're at 70%. Oh, this is gonna start being fun, ladies and gents. This is going to be magnificent. So get 4 of you in there. We can start spreading you around in time. You, sir, are just doing a bit of spying. 95% over there. Okay, this is getting more fun now. And we are hopefully going to get all these guys into position. Okay, that's good. We got a nice half stack there. We got another boat full of a couple generals, I think. Yeah, 3 generals that we're sending down this direction. You get into there. 95%. Now that looks like a much better target than Segestica up here. So either you particularly good, you're a genius, but you're both as good as each other at your job, so that's fine. You head over there. We'll keep you in Segestica just to make sure we know what's going on. Seem to have stolen a tower, which is a bit irritating. We've got way more of these. Okay, you need to head over here because we actually do need some eyes on them, and you head into Segestica actually, because this guy can move straight down to Salona right now. Oh, I'm enjoying the spies. Now, 15,000 monies is good news as well, because obviously we're going to need some more troops. So, continue with the troops out of these towns. That is lovely. We need to retrain these chaps, of course. So we'll get them retrained. Oh, it's nice being able to train some things. You can't do anything. You can only get Gallic spies. We'll use them to rebel on the French with Frenchies, because that's, to be honest, about the most French thing you could possibly do. So, into Lugdunum with you, 175. Yeah, that is legit. That is kind of their territory. Castlevania somehow has not been besieged. Did change around the order, so we've actually got it set up vaguely nicely. I kind of wanted a Druid General, then I realised there were 3 Rebel Generals, so that probably won't happen. Ramesses Neos has itself a port. That's good. We've got Trader and a road set up there, ready to go. Isn't that magnificent? So, okay. Keep on sending our units. Keep on sending our units. Now, any random spawns in any of these parts of the world? Not really. Bagabusha is just going to have to deal with itself for the time being. You are putting down watchtowers. I'll let you do a 3rd one, actually, because I do enjoy these watchtowers. It's a good position, although I don't actually know what's around, so probably should be a little bit more careful than I just was. These guys never got picked up. Oh, the boat was ready. The boat arrived and everything. Okay, Thapsus, how are you feeling, by the way? Because I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how they're feeling. We never will. Well, we might do, actually, because I'm going to get myself a couple units. And you know what? If we can... Oh, dear. If we can get these guys over there, we will. So I'm going to grab my spike and probably make it a fair bit further. You try again. There we go, 40%. It's really better just to let it rebel, actually. Definitely is, actually, in that particular case. So, a couple of turns of that, it might rebel. We'll probably just trigger these guys to go in the town, but I think that's currently what their plan is anyway. This is also quite vulnerable. They're just piling people up here on the border with QQ. Now, QQ, I mean, I could just start getting some units out of here, but it just feels unnecessary. Maybe the market isn't the best thing here. Let's just get militia barracks. We can actually do something against them in the coming turns, possibly for the best. You, my good sir. Who do I care least about? Jubal, it wasn't Jubal who died over the other way. I'm going to say just plonk me a tower here. That'll be A-OK. And you can head over to Suggester. And you just go and stand on the bridge for the time being. That'll be fine. Okay, Britain. Oh, yes, I've got a couple of people standing around just to hopefully just upset people and cause a bit of rebellion. I mean, we're not quite in Yorkshire here. I mean, yeah, we can create rebellion in Yorkshire. That feels on point as well. Yes. Okay, so Cordoba's under siege. I missed that. But I did see there was another siege that I just didn't look at on the list. So I guess that would be it. And obviously, Helios under siege too. I hope we can win that. They've got a lot. I don't want to lose my only Roman town. That'd be really gawking sad. You know what? I'm going to send these guys over here. And perhaps, if nothing else, they might just be able to, I don't know, distract some units in the battle? Slow them down? I don't know. That's my hope anyway. Alright, so we're looking a bit more exciting over here with the Carthaginians. Now, we do have some potential over here, but depends on your hiring. Yeah, there's a couple more Libyans, so we'll just we'll wait for a moment over there. And over here in Ov, it's just spies. Just full stack of spies. What can we... Ooh, Roman! That is unusual and very, very good news. Oh, I like that. Okay, as for my other things, I was going to send... Oh, I think I sent some of my chariots. No, I didn't. I got them on the boat and I never sent them. So, yes, Admiral Wa was supposed to deliver chariots over to Aeaces, but it's just going to be Ov now instead who gets them. Fine. You, though, you were going to come over here and put this under siege, because you might as well do something with this army. Oh, look, we've got a new army over here. Isn't that lovely? You can go on the bridge for us because... yes, there is an army over there. We should probably go and deal with them. So as for Pergamum, 80%. Yep, down to 70%. That's interesting, and we probably have more. Indeed we do. Get him on the boat. Can we deliver him? Get him over there. Can you deliver? Yep. Daniel has delivered. So with that... I think we're looking very, very good. And the Greeks aren't even attacking over here. Oh, that is excellent news. Now, militia barracks is pointless because this is Macedonian and not Greek. We really would like a Greek city somewhere, but we haven't got any. And there's nothing we can train over in Hogar, sweet Hogar. Bit of a shame that, but it is a bit of a backwater. Okay, I think we just another setup turn. Ooh, my voice just went. I can't deal with the lack of cities. Oh, okay, right. We are largely where we need to be in this part of the world. I'm just going to send these two over here just to make sure we got a tiny bit more in defence. But at the moment, currently, Italy is just production. Production of terrible units. And we can actually retrain a boat. Wow, isn't that? This is spectacular. Okay, Catavenius is a little bit weak, and so is probably Scipio's Shame after its plague, but it is no longer plagued. That is good. And we have run out of money now. So... I mean, we could build more troops here, but I like the spies. Let's just stick with the spies. And the Seleucids have taken the bait. Oh, dear. Right. Good old Six is going to head on in with a surprisingly similar army to the one that we just took on. So, hopefully a little bit less chaotic and general deathy, but I'm quite happy with this. Probably noticed when I picked this battlefield that it was going to be something like this. Indeed, I don't think this is going to last very long. We probably will shoot some of our own men, but quite a few of theirs are also going to go down. So we'll let them get themselves slaughtered and exhausted, because who wants to climb this? It's a beautiful morning, it should be said, but it's also a morning where they'll be dead. So it's a good day to take out more of the Seleucids' population base of all their cities, which they've been bleeding dry since the start of the game, as ever they do. Huge unit scale would not be helping in that regard. The Seleucids are particularly bad at completely destroying their entire economic base by just training tons and tons of trash. And as I've said in the live stream for the Seleucids, yeah, they are just awful in the early game, and all that means is that, yeah, the AI can never actually manage to do anything with them, because they use up all the population on terrible units, can't win any battles, and then it'll end. These guys can't even walk around a rock. It's actually probably helped a couple of them, but that wasn't their plan. They just got a little lucky. So we'll see how this goes, but I think they're already routing. Nothing's happened. Oh, we've charged forward. That's what's happened. Okay, apparently we want to fight. We don't have many infantry, lads. If you'd mind, like, not throwing yourselves away, I would have preferred that. But you know what? You can do what you want. Go and die if you wish. So, Eastern Infantry are desperate to prove that they can do something for once. There's a reason the Patreon has militia hoplites as the tier 1, not the Eastern Infantry, because militia hoplites are indeed the very backbone of the rebel experience, and they're the decent unit of the rebel experience, because obviously they are. For Pete's sake, they've got themselves killed. Right, so with the bowmen now completely exposed by those utter pilchards, I'm going to go and get the camels and this little general guy around the side, because to be honest, the battle is over essentially already, I would say. It's just a case of, you know, piling on in, swinging around the side, finishing them off, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's functionally already over, I would say. So let's just send in any bowmen. Yeah, send in fire, archers, send in fire, and yeah, that looks like that's a victory over there. Send the general in that direction, send this guy in this direction, you into there, and it's all over. There we go. Right, well, send everyone forward and we'll finish them off. These guys are already well in position. It's been an absolute bloody flaming massacre, and I love it. So maybe archers, maybe just don't shoot anymore and just start running. Down goes the general, I guess. Who bloody knows? It isn't our general. In spite of what some of you may have just assumed, it wasn't ours, but he is there. But all is fine. So I think he did the kill on this occasion. So, love it. Excellent victory for us here today. And with that then, only 8% lost, which is mostly that one unit of stupid Eastern Infantry. It'll do. Well, they want to follow that up with an immediate attack on Ahmose the Great, but you know what? I think we will leave it here for today, because I would say that Seleucids are... well, they're not looking beat just yet, but we've certainly smashed a fair few of their armies. We've relieved Spartacus, as well as Fahotin II. Damascus looks well on its way to falling to us, as long as, yeah, Thraspar over there doesn't have anything too strong. There are, though, still a couple full-stack armies for our good old piece of bait here. Ahmose the Heliosi Great to take down. I think he'll be absolutely A-OK. We have indeed largely been trying to hold today. We have grabbed Athens, but we've had to deal with some Greek attacks. But next time, I think we'll be taking the attack to them. We're ready to head over to Apollonia. We have our spies swinging on in. Larissa very much drowning in spies right now. The likes of Gaul seem like they've been well put under control. Castlevania's not even been attacked this episode, which is absolutely spectacular. But the Dacians, perhaps we do need to just start dealing with them next time. But we will see after all. Yes, indeed, the Seleucids are now being attacked from both flanks as well. We're looking incredibly strong, but I think we'll leave it here for now. I'm Thomas, Mr. Nerds to Human, and this has been our Rebels campaign. Thank you, and tally-ho. Well-ity. I'll be honest, luck is not on our side right now. So that's what our doctor's suggesting, to kill everyone apart from herself. Yes, I'm not very clever. That's what this is down to. More cannibalism! Woohoo! Was their suffocation death better than the injury death? Who's to say?